friends, welcome to our channel Genius Knowledge. Friends, today I am introducing and sharing a new topic to you, that is coding. Nowadays all the children are learning the coding. So what is this coding? So why this coding helps? How to do the code and where we use this code and what are the needs for this coding. So first of all, what is coding? So in our day-to-day life, from morning to evening and midnight sleep, we are using computers. Without computers, we can't do any work. So if there is no computer, there is no life. So computers are doing our works, but how the computer is doing our work? Somebody given coding to the computer to do this work. So that is the coding. So if we learn this coding, we can develop our skills. And what are the skills that we develop means we can create an app, or we can create a link, or we can create a website, or we can create a game or something. So we can, by using this code, we can create these all wonders. So for this coding, we need some of the softwares in our PC or computers. So those are, first one is Windows PowerShell. In so many of the PCs or so many of all members contain this Windows PowerShell. If not, please install Windows PowerShell. So and next one is Notepad++ and Python 3.8.5, and this last one is the book Teach Your Kids to Code, a parent-friendly guide to Python programming. So I will provide some of the links in the description. If you want, please download, or otherwise watch our classes and learn to code. So this coding we can do with these 4 apps, or one book and 3 apps. So we can see, so today I will introduce the Windows PowerShell, how it will work and how the coding will help in the Windows PowerShell. So let's go and see the Windows PowerShell. So this is our PC monitor. So it will look like this, and down a search button is there. So if you have already installed the Windows PowerShell, please type Windows PowerShell in that. So already it has come, so click open. So now it will be open. So Windows PowerShell will look like this. So first of all, it will show the Windows PowerShell name and copyright C Microsoft Corporation, alright, reserved, and try the new cross-platform PowerShell. And so what we are using, our name is Thimisetti, so we are using Thimisetti. So that's why it will show all the information first. And here next we want to install one app, that is Python 3.8.5. I already said to you, Python 3.8.5. So see here, Python 3.8.5. This Python 3.8.5 is the version name. 3.8.5 is the version name. So this Python app contains so many versions. So 3.8.5 is now advanced version, and 4.4 also there. So if you want to install any version, so if we install this version, we can do our coding easily. So install this Python 3.8.5 version, and we will now open the PowerShell. So now first, so in our PC Python 3.8.5 is installed. So please click Python in the Windows PowerShell. So see PyThon Python and press the enter button. So see the information came, Python 3.8.5 I have installed in my PC, and so something information they given. So now this Python will be useful as a maths calculator also. So we can do some of the maths calculations. Suppose if 56 plus 90, enter 146. So 56 plus 90, 146. It is giving within seconds. And next, any subtraction, 67 minus 54. So 13. So it given 13. And next, any multiplication, 67 star 89. So 5963. And next, any division, 44 divided by 2. So 22.0. So here one thing you must remember in your mind. So in the some versions of Python, so when we are using the division, sometimes it won't give best results. So for that best results, you remember one thing. When you are typing a division, there are two numbers, numerator and denominator. So for numerator or denominator, keep point 0. So 44.0 means nothing, 44 only. 2.0 means 2 only. So see, 44.0 by 2. The answer is 22.0 only, or otherwise 44 by 2.0. The answer is 22.0. So if we use like this, the Python will give the best results. In some of the versions, it won't give the best results. So please, when you are using the division, please use the 0.0 after that. So this is the Windows PowerShell. We can use like this. And when we code something in any apps, so suppose I said the Notepad++. I said the Notepad++. See, Notepad++. This Notepad++ will use it for writing the code. So we want to write some code. Where we will write this code? In the Notepad++ only we will write the code. Or otherwise on some where other apps are also there, but we can use Notepad++ for the better. And already I said Python 3.8.5. This is the where we use the code. And next, teach our kids to code. This is the book. So where if you want more instructions, we can download that book and they will say some of the instructions. So here if you see, we written and we did some of the operations, plus, minus, multiplication and divided by with those Python. So without using the plus symbol, how can we add two numbers? Now we can code in the Notepad++. I already said now only. We can do coding in the Notepad++ app. So first of all, in search box, open the Notepad++. Open the Notepad++. Okay, it is opening. So see. So now we want to write the code for addition. We want to write the code for addition. So we want to add two numbers. For that, here we have the file option. Go to file option and take the new one will come. So now we want to add two numbers. So take first number as A. So think A. First number is A. I type an A. Space is equal to. So we want to take the input. We want to enter number. Before also here we entered some number. See here we entered 56. That was entered by us only. And plus also entered by us. And 90 also entered by us. So here also we want to give input. So here we can observe 59, 90, 56. These all are the integers. You can know integers means the numbers, the positive and negative numbers along with 0 are known as integers. So these all numbers include integers. So that's why integer, we can use the integer in the Notepad++ like int. Int means integer. int. And now open the bracket at integer, and next now what we are taking? We are taking input from the users. So that's why type input, input. And next open again another bracket, and now we are asking the user. So if we keep that one in the inverted commas, that is known as strings. So if you keep anything in the inverted commas, that is known as strings. Integers, strings. Have you understand integers and strings? Integers means the numbers and strings means the line what we are asking the users or something. So now we are asking the users. What we are asking? Enter the first number. So we taken the first number as A. So next again inverted commas. So here see, here is a inverted comma and here is the inverted comma. In between these inverted commas, enter the first number is there. So that's why we call that one as a string. Because in the string, so this is the asking the input from the users. We are asking the input from the users. So now let's close the bracket. So here one bracket close and another next bracket also close. So first number we have already taken from the user. And next second number. Second number what will take? B. Second number is B. Second number also same. Second number is also integer. So int integer, same input. We are taking the input from the user. And next same inverted commas. Enter the second number. Enter the second number. Save. Inverted commas and two brackets close. So now we taken the input from the user. So somebody using our app. So we are now creating a app or something like calculator. Somebody using the calculator. So they want the addition fastly. So here see, we using 56 plus 90. It will take time. 56 plus 90. So an user want to get very much fastly than that. So we are writing the code for that. So A and B we written. So next already we taken the A and B. Now what we want to do? We want to do the sum. We want to do the sum. So now already we taken the input from the users. So now the coding will begins. So see. So here what we are doing? We are doing the sum. So type sum is equal to A. First number is A and plus second number is B. First number is A and second number is B. So here we did the sum. Sum is equal to A plus B. And next the output want to come. So the sum already it was did in the coding, but we want the output. So that's why we will use the print option. We will use the print option. Print print print. So here we want to use the inverted commas. Why? Because sum is a string. It is not a number. Sum is a string. So we want to use the inverted commas and sum, sum, and close the brackets. So here sum is printed. Sum is printed. And next, so for our app, our calculator is did sum and it giving the answer to the user also. So now the user will be close the calculator. So we will again print. We will type again print. Open bracket and inverted commas. You have gotten your answer and thanks for using our calculator app. Okay, our app. So next use the strings and close the bracket. So if you use this one, so again if you see a small changes in our code. So A is equal to, so our code completed. A, first number we taken, A is a integer, that's why we use int. And next input, we are taking the input from the user, and next we asking enter first number. And next B is equal to integer, and next we are taking the input, enter the second number. And next third one is sum. So we are coding to the notepad. So we are coding to the Python. Sum is equal to A plus B. Do the sum A plus B. And next print. We are using a print option. It did the sum, but we want to see the answer. That's why we are using the print option. If you use print option, it will show the answer. So next print. You have gotten your answer. Thanks for using our app. So now let's see how this will be work in the PowerShell. Open the PowerShell. So already before we did some of the additions. So it is in the Python. It is in the Python. So that's why we want to remove that Python. So first of all, in the PowerShell, save this one. We didn't save this one up to now. So that's why go to file. Already I said before, file and go to save as. So it is new 3. So that's why change this one. Edition, because edition this one. Edition.py. So why we use py last? Because these are the Python folder, Python examples. That's why if we use py, we can identify easily. So edition.py. Save. So it is saved. So it is saved. So addition.py is saved. And next, so now open the PowerShell. So here already it is in Python. We want to go to the where we saved that sum. So we saved in the one file that is in the desktop. So I created a folder for that is python.practice. So you also create that folder or you, with another name. So you can keep wherever you want. I kept that one in the desktop, and all the files whatever I did I will save in that python.practice. So it is in the desktop. So now open PowerShell. So it is in Python. So we want to come out of the Python. So that's why enter exit. So you want to now exit. So double bracket. So if you press this one will be exited. And next again PC users and whatever is here that one will come. So now we want to use a directory, that is CD. Change directory. So you want to use CD. Enter. So it changed. And next CD. So where is our file? Our file is on the desktop. So that's why enter DESKTOP, desktop. So desktop is enter. Press enter. So and next, where is our file in the desktop? In the python.practice. We saved that one in the python.practice. That's why again CD python.practice. So now enter. So python.practice also it has came. So if you want to see the files whatever saved in the python.practice or any files, please click ls. If you click the ls, see all the files which we saved in that will become. I saved this many files in my file. So now whatever we saved that one, that is addition.py. So we will click. So whatever we are using in this Python PowerShell, we must use before typing Python addition.py. So whatever we type in this PowerShell, సో మనం ఏదైనా టైప్ చేసినప్పుడు అది పైథాన్కి సంబంధించింది అయితే మనం ఖచ్చితంగా దాని ముందర పైథాన్ అనేది యూజ్ చేయాలి. పైథాన్ యూజ్ చేయకపోతే అది వర్క్ అవ్వదు. సో వీ వాంట్ యూజ్ ద పైథాన్, వీ మస్ట్ యూజ్ ద పైథాన్ addition.py. So this is our file name. So press enter. So we are inside our app now. So see, enter first number, any number 34. So enter. So next enter the second number 45. So see 79. You have gotten your answer. Thanks for using our app. So it came the answer. So one thing you observe, enter the first number 34. We are entering the same number at the same time. So if I will change some of the changes in coding. So here see a is equal to int input. After this one, if I click the /n and here also /n and save. Here is the save button, save. So if I go to again the Python PowerShell and again click that one Python, or if we keep the above arrow it will also come. So see, enter the first number. Before enter the first number, we enter the number here. Now see, it is blinking here, down it came 34. See, before we enter the number beside the line. So here now we are entering the down of the line. Why? Because we used the /n. If I use that one, it will go to the next line 34 and enter the second number 79. So see, 113, you have gotten your answer. Thanks for using our app. So this is the coding for addition. I think you understand all the thing, what is coding and all. So this is the first episode of the coding. So if you like these coding episodes, please watch all till completed and subscribe my channel, share, watch my videos, and who watched it from first to last, thanks for watching our video.